I value my sleep. I really do, but I doubt that I'm gonna get much of it over the space of the next 30 days. Ladies and gentlemen, the response to yesterday's video was incredible. It was heartwarming, and I'm glad that you guys took a lot of information from it, a lot of insight from it, and it really gave you a level-headed perspective of, as I said, the historical context behind this pandemic, what it's gonna mean for SMA, and how to act accordingly. Now, I was on a team call earlier today, and after we went through client campaigns, what happened with the customer support yesterday for the education company, what clients we currently have in the pipeline, as well as our 60 to 90 day strategy for helping clients, which, just to give you a little bit of inside information, we've actually started offering email marketing entirely for free to all of our clients for them to make as much bottom line as possible. And to be honest, we don't even really need to do that because our clients haven't been affected. In fact, some have flourished over the past few weeks. But as I mentioned in yesterday's video, I think for anyone who has an agency in times like these, it truly is important just to lead by example. But anyways, at the end of the call, we were talking about the reaction to the video as well as just the SMA community in general. And to be quite frank, we know that a lot of people out there are scared, they're worried, they're timid when they shouldn't be. They have no reason to be. Well, at least they believe they have a reason to be, but not all of that is grounded in facts and evidence. So really we started scratching our heads as to how we could do more for the SMA community. So we actually have decided to do a few things that I'm so excited to announce for you guys today. The first things first is I'm very happy to announce that over the space of the next 30 days, I'm going to be your mentor. And don't worry, you don't need to sign up to some scummy landing page or some opt-in or this, that. No, I'll explain to you exactly what I mean. You see, at the end of the day, I still need to hold down the fort for my clients, as I mentioned to you guys. As many of you guys know, we work with info product, well, pretty much 80% info product businesses, with the remainder being e-commerce businesses. So to be very blunt, I mean, we did have an e-com plan that was meant to come out, and that was a much longer sales cycle than I'm ever used to. You guys know I'm used to a one call close. To be honest, this was a 2-month deal that fell through. They were more of a traditional offline brand, and basically they were upgrading their factory to have more capacity to build more of their product. And their factory is actually in the UK, and basically with this whole Corona thing, they pulled out, and once again, that was very understandable. But the good news is, as I said, we have retained all of our clients, and net, if you look at all of our clients, most of them are doing better now than they were doing 3-4 months ago prior to this whole thing. Anyways, my point here is that I have to focus on my clients, I have to focus on my team, and I have to focus on, to be honest, my students at Grow Your Agency. They're my priority. But I've decided to carve out and commit 90 minutes a day to make sure that over the next 30 days, I upload 1 video a day. It's my way of giving back to a community that has done so much for me. It's funny because I was actually talking to one of my 6-figure students earlier today, and he did this incredible loom to the Grow Your Agency community. He posted it in the Agency Incubator Facebook group, and basically I was reaching out to him and I'm like, dude, this is gold. I think I want to upload this as a YouTube video and give my opinion on it because he kind of echoes a lot of what I said in yesterday's video. Anyway, so we're talking about that, and you'll see that video soon. It's amazing. But I was telling him my plans, and I was like, to be honest, I love my 9 hours of sleep, but I think I'm gonna have to sacrifice for the next 30 days and get 7.5, maybe sometimes 6, because I really want to help the SMA community thrive in a time like this. And yeah, I sent him a voice note, I told him about it, and it was matched with, it was very flattering to read the message they said. Yeah, it was definitely matched with a lot of enthusiasm that I know that you guys will feel as well. So here's the game plan for the next 30 days. It is gonna be a blend of different type of videos, micro, macro, what I'm doing inside of my agency, what my students are doing within their agency, etc., etc. Basically, I've devised it in such a way that you get maximum value from it. So there's gonna be 1 student interview per week, as you guys are used to. I've been doing those for quite a while at this point. There is also gonna be 1 vlog a week, which I try to produce, but to be honest, I'm not that great at vlogging because guys, like, when you're actually doing it, when you're in the trenches, it's very hard to remember to vlog and pick up a camera and this and that. But I know, especially at a time like this, you guys are interested, how am I doing outreach? What do the calls look like with some of our clients? In fact, tomorrow I've got a client check-in call, and once again, I'll blur their face or I'll ask them whether they feel comfortable or not. But I'll show you me relaying that my agency is actually offering free email marketing. So you can see the way they respond to it, etc., etc. Basically, a lot of these nuanced points and just real world example of how an agency owner is not only sustaining but thriving in a time like this. There's also going to be 4 videos a week related to SMMA, service delivery, sales, habits, routines, operations, as well as some entertaining videos that I have planned as well, so you guys can just find out a little bit about other areas of my life as well. And apart from that, I am also doing something brand new. Basically, and I need you to listen up here, every Thursday, it's going to be a random time somewhere on Thursday, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do the little YouTube post, like not like a YouTube video, like you can do like a little feed post or whatever. And I'm gonna post it and I'm gonna ask you guys for questions. And then whoever responds, and it's gonna be first come, first serve basis. I'm then gonna go ahead and take those questions, record it, and make it into a Q&A session that I'll upload within the 48 hours following me posting it. So very important, if you have not clicked that bell icon, now is the time to do it. As I said, ladies and gentlemen, for the next 30 days, I have committed myself. I have decided that I don't want the SMA space to operate out of fear or anxiety when there's no reason to, when you go about things the right way. So as I said, the only way to get your question answered is you have to have post notifications turned on. It is a first come, first serve basis, as I said. I'm excited to embark on these next 30 days where, as I said, you're not only going to maintain as an agency, but you are going to prosper, and I'm going to be there to hold your hand through it. Now, apart from that, we were thinking of other ways that I could give back, and one of my team suggested maybe doing a mini course, but guys, to be very blunt, I just don't have time to put something like that together for you guys right now. And once again, I don't want to collect your emails, your phone, and have some sort of barrier to this information. The way that I see it is, why don't I just put everything free without you having to opt in or any of this BS, and I just give it all out on YouTube. But as I said, we already established I'm doing the 30 days of daily uploads. But apart from that, I've made the very difficult decision of bringing on the client copywriting burden to me and Danny. So as many of you guys know, Kieran is actually the copywriter for IAG Media. So any of the clients that we work with, he is actually the one who writes any of their sales copy, their ad copy, etc., etc. Between Danny and I, we have taken on that burden ourselves. So I'm going to be writing the ad copy as well as the emails for our clients over the space of the next 30 and 60 days. Because for the next couple of weeks, I have cleared Kieran's schedule. And this has been, as I said, a very difficult decision for me because, quite frankly, nothing is beneath me as a business owner, but like, quite frankly, Kieran holds the fort down. When it comes to education company, that's where 70% of his time is spent. Literally, his whole role is making sure customer support is as good as it can be. Product is as good as it can be. Managing so many tasks that like I've almost forgotten are there. So for me to clear his schedule, it was something we had a long discussion about. And as I said, I love writing copy, but like, it's been almost a year and a half since I was writing my client ad copy. And I guess in a lot of ways, it almost feels like a step backwards as an agency. But the main priority for me was offering this to you guys. So Kieran is going to be doing 20-minute free coaching calls. Now, most of you guys should know a lot about Kieran, but one thing that is hilarious, Kieran has more experience than pretty much all of the other SMA gurus combined, times 10, times 3, times 10. To be very blunt with you guys. Now, granted, he has more experience within a traditional sort of marketing agency. He was the head honcho. He was the boss at an agency that was managing 400,000 pounds per month and working with clients such as LG. And some of you guys know the story, but the way that Kieran and I actually met was actually in a hot tub in a gym that we both go to in London. But the way that we kind of built our relationship is I actually technically worked for Kieran over 3 years ago. Basically, just as I dropped out of school, I decided for discipline's sake, it would be good for me to get an internship somewhere while still having my agency on the side. The reason that I don't talk about it that much is basically I lasted one day at the agency and then never came back. But long story short, I wanted to clear Kieran's calendar, as I said, for 2 reasons. He has an immense amount of experience. And number 2, I wanted to just make it very clear to you guys that this is not a sales call. There's no sales script being used. This is literally no strings attached. This year we've brought on 2 members of our team. We've brought on Max and we've brought on Caden, who are both student integration managers. So basically they help new students integrate, make sure that first week is as good an experience as possible for them, and also speak to new good potential fits for Grow Your Agency. And by the way, both of them have been students, built an agency, and then from there asked if they could come onto the team and join the team. So they were, I guess, the more obvious choices, but as I said, I just wanted to make it very, very clear and, really just put my foot down and make it clear, like, guys, this is a coaching call. This is our way to help you. That's why we can only offer 20 minutes. But in all fairness, in 20 minutes, you can achieve a lot. Kieran will run you through how to sign clients, how to manage your existing clients in a time like this, any other questions you might have about having an agency, etc., etc. So I've actually gone ahead and left Kieran's link as the first line of the description. Now, if you're an existing agency incubator student, I ask that you don't book a call in because we're doing extra stuff for you as well. Obviously, if you're an agency incubator, you know that every week there's a 2-hour live Q&A call with me. And we do it on Zoom. So basically someone puts their hand up and I talk to someone, and it's literally like having a one-on-one coaching call with me. And as I said, we do that 2 hours every single week. For agency incubator students, we're also going to be doing a second supplementary Loom session. So obviously we've got these Sunday live Q&A calls, but as many of you guys know, for example, when we were in Nepal visiting the schools that we built out there. We've done Loom sessions where basically you drop all your questions and we respond with a 1, 3, 5, 10, 15-minute Loom answering your question in detail. So over the next month, we're gonna be doing one of these supplementary Loom sessions a week. Danny will be doing one, I'll be doing 2, and Max, who's our student integration manager and has been someone who's worked in sales for 8+ years, initially for real estate agencies in London, and then obviously for his own agency, and now also a part of the Grow Agency full-time in-house staff. So guys, as I said, incredible news. Over the next 30 days, I will be your mentor here on YouTube because I want to keep your mind sharp. I do not want to see cobwebs starting to fester in there. I don't want you to think that this is your time to take off. And I also want you to see this for what this is, which is a time for immense growth as an agency owner if you know what you are doing. And that is what I feel is my moral obligation to you guys. Apart from that, as I said, Kieran will be doing these 20-minute coaching call with you guys. As I said, I wish I could make it an hour, but I know his calendar is gonna get blown up. And it's already a very hard bullet to bite to know that the copywriter for my agency and the product manager at my company is kind of going to be non-existent and not there over the next couple of weeks. But lastly, the last piece of final exciting news that I have for you guys. Apart from the 30 days of daily uploads, I'm actually going to be doing a daily giveaway for you guys. So as many of you guys know, I am also the owner of an e-commerce brand, my bespoke clothing line, Gadzhi. Everything is made in-house, everything is bespoke, and it's a real brand, not some print-on-demand BS. Ever since the birth of Gadzhi, it has been a resounding success. So I'm actually going to be giving away one piece of Gadzhi clothing every single day for free. Once again, all you have to do is turn on post notifications because I want to give you a little bit of time. Once a video uploads, if you comment within the first 2 hours, you stand a chance of winning one of the items from the Gadzhi line, whether that be the Youth Never Satisfied hoodie or the Dreams They Said We Couldn't So We Did. Unfortunately, the Private Victories t-shirts, after multiple restocks, is completely sold out and we are not doing any reissue. And the current existing stock, by the way, we're not going to be reissuing after it's done. As I said, I wanted to do some sort of daily giveaway for you guys to keep it exciting. I didn't want to do some lame PDF or something like that. So I will be announcing the winner in every single daily video. Now, one thing that I will say, I usually have 10 videos already shot, edited, and ready to go and stockpiled in the case that, you know, things get really heated with my agency or maybe the education company, and you know, for a couple weeks, like I just have to immerse myself in that. So right now there's around 8 or 10 videos that have already been shot and just, as I said, been sitting there from this loft apartment or the villa that I was in literally 2 months ago. So in those videos, obviously I can't announce the winner, but what I will do in those videos is I will put it as a pinned comment in the description. So obviously make sure that you go ahead and watch every single video because somewhere in the video I will place who the giveaway winner is, or if I can't announce it in the video, I'll put it in the description. All you have to do is basically reach out to my team with a screenshot of it. We'll get your address, we'll get your size, and we'll send you out your item from the Gadzhi clothing line. So ladies and gentlemen, it is a very exciting 30 days here at Grow Agency and IEG Media, because as I said, bless Danny, we are splitting the client workload when it comes to copywriting for their ads and now their emails as well. He's having to take on a lot more burden. Kieran is having to take on a lot more burden. Even people like Max and Kaden are having to do their extra tasks. Esteban is taking a lot more burden. Many of you guys know him. Even people on the back end in the background that you guys don't know are part of the team. People like Nikolai. Everyone right now is firing at all cylinders to make sure that the agency is growing, it's prospering, it's helping hold our clients' hands through this process, and as well as that, fulfilling what we feel as though is our moral obligation to the estimate community, to the community that has done so much for us. So ladies and gentlemen, the next 30 days is going to be incredible. I'm so excited to share it with you. Lastly, I want you to go ahead and leave a comment and let me know what are some video ideas. Guys, as I said, to be honest, I'm not a big video guy. Like, you know, even doing the vlogs, like guys, my days are repetitive. I'm not really someone who likes to talk about it. I like to just get my head down and work. So even just shooting a video for you guys, you know, it really does take me out of my workflow. So ladies and gentlemen, I'm so excited for the next 30 days. Not only will the estimate community continue to chug along, it will thrive and it will prosper. And myself and the team at Grow Agency have made a moral commitment to make sure that's the case. I have so much love and respect for every single one of you guys, and I will see you in tomorrow's video.